Hello viewers and welcome to your show Aussie Woodhat Talk, brought to you by KTV, and I'm your host Selam. Before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, and we pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Today we have a very special guest at Koollife TV studio. This is someone who has made an impact, a massive impact, not just in this community here in Australia, but globally, even in the Middle East. Her main focus and objective being diversity, inclusivity, and such a great impact on education and building, and not to mention her knowledge and expertise in real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dali to the show.
Yay!
Exclusive at koollifetv.com.
Fantastic.
Good girl!
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Dali. So, Dali, I just want to say welcome one more time to the show. Tell our guests and our audience, how are you today, and welcome.
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. It's such a privilege for me to be here sitting with you and actually doing this. I'm extremely grateful. So thank you for that. And I'm just amazing. I feel like I'm back to where everything started, and this is home right here in Perth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we have such a massive history, and you know it's a real honor to have you here at KTV with all the achievements that you've made. And before we get into the conversation, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience, a little bit about yourself, especially, where were you born and how did you end up in Australia? I know the story is long, the journey is long.
Yes.
But, what would you like the audience to know about you?
Oh, God, where do we start?
Exactly. Anywhere at this stage.
Anywhere. So I'm Iraqi born. We moved to Australia when I was about 6 years old, roughly around that age. We came as immigrants, and this is where the journey actually started. So we were privileged to leave Iraq during the war and move to Australia, where we had to set up our life again. Obviously, my parents struggled in the beginning due to all the difficulties, the cultural issues, the language, etc. And then Perth was home for us. So home, basically to me, is Perth.
Yeah.
But then also it is Iraq. But then also it is Oman now. So I'm torn between
three places.
worlds. I don't know where.
Amazing.
Yeah. So the journey started back in the late 90s when we first moved here, and we had to really, forget about where we came from and really settle in a land where we didn't know anybody, couldn't even speak the language.
That's right, the struggles, the difficulties.
Absolutely, and really, make it happen. And I can proudly say we definitely made it happen.
Oh, I'm telling you. Look at us right here and talking about
Absolutely.
it, right?
The journey was not easy because coming from an immigrant background comes with a lot of difficulties.
Absolutely.
A lot of challenges because you're blending in the society that you're now part of, but you also have that culture that you belong to. And we're constantly reminded that we are immigrants. We're constantly reminded that we don't belong.
With everything around us.
So this is where I decided that something needed to change. And I'm like, one day I'm going to make sure that diversity and inclusivity is a topic that's talked about.
100%.
And obviously there's so much more to say,
of
but
course,
I'll leave it as that.
No, thank you for touching on those points. And I think a lot of our audience can agree that, especially those who've come with their parents, the struggles as migrants, incredibly hard with language, feeling safe, feeling like, you're welcomed, you're
Absolutely.
a part of the society. And I really appreciate that you've really focused on that, to speak to the world about. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Now, to the second bit. Can you tell us a little bit more about your journey, in the sense, what was the driving force behind your decision to leave Australia and start fresh in Oman? How did your background as an Australian Arab influence your approach on entrepreneurship and your vision for your career?
I love
It's a
that.
big one, right?
Yes.
Go for it.
So obviously the journey started right here in Perth. So when we moved here, I did my schooling here. I was, lucky enough to go to university here. I was, integrated in the culture. So Perth has always been home. But there was always something missing. I don't know if it was just getting too comfortable or it was just getting to a point where I'm like, I've achieved every milestone I wanted to achieve. What is next?
And you were a big achiever, I have to admit.
Thank you.
It's true.
And it got to a stage where I was about 26, and that's when I finished my MBA. And there was an itch for me to do something greater. Now, mind you, family here, friends, our family are all here, and the whole world that I know is here in Perth.
Correct.
Yes, I would go to Iraq every now and then and spend time, but I don't really belong there because they make me feel like an outsider. And then I come here and I'm like,
challenges.
Absolutely. Then I come here and I'm like, do I truly belong? Do I not truly belong? So I always had that itch to do something and change the mindset of people that come from diverse backgrounds. What can we do to be that voice? So I decided that I need to move out of Perth and start somewhere else. I didn't know where I wanted to go.
You had courage.
And it was really scary because, moving countries is not easy. And mind you, Australia is so far away from the rest of the world. So, like, getting on a plane...
changes that you would have to encounter.
Absolutely. We're literally down under and the rest of the world is right up there.
Correct.
So I was very lucky that in 2019, I got offered an opportunity in Oman.
Fantastic.
Now, keep in mind, 5 years leading up to that, I used to travel quite a bit to the Middle East and I really fell in love with the place. Dubai, obviously one of the vibrant cities, but I've also gone to Oman a few times and I really loved the nature, the people, and just the environment. But it was never a destination.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
In my mind, I said I could never live there. It's too quiet for me. It's like being in Perth. But God always has better plans for us when we least expect it.
Exactly.
So 2019, I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to move to Oman as a corporate trainer, which is my role that I did in Perth for a long time. And it's funny because it took me such a long time to make that decision. And then, with the support of friends and family, they said, go, you have nothing to lose.
For it.
If things don't work out, you can always come back. This is home. I didn't make a decision till Feb 2020. And the world had different plans, didn't it?
Absolutely.
I think we all remember that,
And can't wait to get into that.
Literally packed a bag, one bag, and I left all my stuff behind. And I said, 6 months, I'll come back, take the remaining of my belongings and move. If it works, if it not, I'll just come back here. And I left exactly 10th of March, 2020 to destination unknown.
And what was the deciding factor for you? What just tipped the edge for you in order to just say, you know what, that's it. I'm going to get the ticket and I'm heading off. Yes, you've had, the employment opportunity to work over there.
Yeah.
Did that contribute?
No, not really, because the thought of relocating was always there since I finished uni and got into the corporate world. And, I was doing very well. Life here was great. I was surrounded by wonderful people. I was doing a job that I love, but there was something missing. And I know that I could do something better if I get outside the comfort zone. Yeah. So I'd say that's where kind of my mind was at, is if I get too comfortable, I'm going to be living the same life till the day I die, and that's
that
not...
challenge is needed, right?
My parents did not sacrifice and move us here to do 9 to 5.
Correct.
I know I was made for something bigger, and that age, that was the driving force. It's like, I know I can do something better, but it's not happening for me here. Can I move? Can I go interstate? Can I go abroad? And I think that's how I manifested the job, because when you set your mind to something, opportunities come.
It's that attraction, isn't it? That you set out
Absolutely.
It's the energy to the universe, as the saying goes, and we say to God. But
Absolutely.
And talk about just with that, I know that you've gone through some challenges.
Yes.
You mentioned that COVID disrupted your plans, especially when you first moved. Now, let's get into that, because I think COVID disrupted everyone's life.
Oh, God, yeah.
For someone who's just packed up and left.
Yes.
What? Walk us through that.
I don't know if it was the right timing
challenges, but you didn't know that was going to happen. So
absolutely. To be honest, the list of challenges are endless. So when I moved and I took the leap of faith with one bag, and I'm going to repeat the one bag because there's a story behind it, which I'll mention later on, one-way ticket to the Middle East. Now, when I got to Muscat, I realized that COVID has already reached there a few months.
Oh, before? I don't know. You didn't know that?
Absolutely, because in Australia we knew of it, but then again, everything comes too late to us. I got there and I'm like, why is everybody wearing masks and gloves? What's going on? Like, this is really strange. And then I was shipped straight to quarantine.
So when you got there?
Absolutely. And then I asked them, like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a tourist, I'm not here to do anything. And they're like, no, it's COVID. We have to make sure that you're not, infected. And I'm like, what does that even mean? So I just followed the rules. Everybody, again, was extremely welcoming. I stayed in that hotel for a week. And then when I got out of the hotel, the opportunity I went for, which is the role, blew out the window.
Oh, my God.
Because the whole country went into lockdown. And when I say lockdown, I'm talking about you cannot leave your house post 5 until 4 a.m. the next morning. And
in a country that you've been there, but you don't know about.
Absolutely.
And you're all on your own.
When you're a tourist is one thing.
Yep.
But when you move, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different scenario. So I got out and went to the apartment that they had for me, and I just sat there and went, you just screwed your life over. See, told you should
Can
not
you
move.
imagine what you'd be going through in your mind?
And that was such a wake-up call because I realized that the mind can play tricks on us. Of
course.
My mind was like, see, told you shouldn't have gone. Everybody told you wouldn't be here in 6 months.
All those
You would
things
never
playing
make it.
in your head, giving you that anxiety.
Absolutely. And the first thing I did is I rang the embassy straight away and I said, look, this is my situation. I need to get out of here. And then she said
What did
to
they
me,
say?
well, unfortunately, we can't.
Oh gosh.
Because, you know, you left, you made the decision to leave, and now there is no
Oh
way.
my
And then
gosh.
that's when it hit. I was the last flight that left WA.
No way. Oh my
And then,
goodness. How scary would that have
It
been?
was terrifying, absolutely terrifying, because the thought of I am now technically homeless between two worlds. I'm Australian who's now abroad, cannot return
That's
home.
crazy.
I'm in a country where I really don't know anybody in. Yes, I may have visited. Yes, I may know people that went to uni with me at the time.
But it's not good enough,
I
right?
lost these contacts. You know, we moved on. Life moved on. Everybody has their life now.
Yeah.
What do I do? Do I sink or do I swim? So
You
I
don't
did
have a choice at that stage.
absolutely. And in all honesty, I did sink for the longest time, and I'm not ashamed to say it because I own up to the fact that I went through all the lows, and that's why I am where I am today. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it was amazing and I was so brave. No, I was
Because there
not.
were challenges, right? The struggles.
absolutely.
It made you who you are today.
I was financially struggling a few months into my
Because
journey.
you just got there and work is gone.
Oh my God,
You
yeah.
don't know where to stay.
Absolutely. Didn't have a visa, didn't really know anybody, didn't know what the next step is. What do I do?
What a timing, hey.
Terrible.
Incredible.
Terrible. But then when you hit rock bottom, the only
Yeah.
way is
Just got to get back up.
Yes.
And
And which
talk
we'll
about-
get into that later.
Yeah, look, and talk about, getting back up. It's resilience, and obviously you had to choose, what was going to be the key element of you getting back up.
Absolutely.
So you spoke about maintaining strong faith and commitment.
Absolutely.
How have these values guided your decision-making and approach to business and your personal life, your friendship, relationship, etc.?
I'm a big believer that God has better plans for us. I mean, I could sit here and plan till forever, but God has better plans for me. And I'm a proof of what you can do and what God wants you to do, completely different.
You
but
are
then it's
actually.
always 10 times better,
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
So through my journey in Muscat, and obviously things got better and I managed to pick myself up. And yes, it is resilience because I decided that I cannot stink. I need to start swimming.
Yeah.
And the idea
And you've
is-
always been good with that. You just...
See, I
even if you
forgot about
fall
that
a
till I got
bit, you
hit.
just get back up. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great, great.
And that's where it all comes from, is all the challenges I've been through when I was still in Perth.
Exactly.
Built that
Exactly.
resilience and moved me on.
Amazing.
Now, when
Amazing.
I picked myself up and started my life and really called Oman home, I had to also be very mindful of the culture I'm in now. Very
Because it's a different set of culture that you've got to adapt to.
The environment, the people, and that's where my Arab background came in.
It kind of helped, didn't it?
Big time,
Nice.
big time. That's where my language came in because I can
Yeah,
speak
speak
the language.
Arabic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Considering you left when you were 6. Well
And
done.
I was like, well, thank you to my parents for
Yeah,
actually teaching
speaking
me.
to you and sacrificing their English like my parents did as well.
Absolutely. So I've always been a big believer that
Yeah.
you just follow your gut feeling and then just believe that God has better plans for you.
I love that.
Throw yourself in the unknown because it's always the best destination.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
powerful. All right. Talk about, just diving in.
Yeah.
Now, can you share something specific from the moments in your lifetime when it comes to resilience and the tests and the experience that shaped your perspective on success? I know we've spoken about what COVID has did to you
Yeah.
and employment
Yeah.
and stability when it came to accommodation and finances. What was your peak experience that really highlighted that?
Well, look, 6 months into my journey in Muscat, I was very broke. When I say broke, I was like, I couldn't even afford to eat.
my
And I have
goodness.
no shame in saying that because I know a lot of people
Takes
are
courage.
going through it and have been through it during COVID and even maybe without COVID. But then when I hit that rock bottom, I was like, okay, I'm here now. Going back is not an option because
all.
the fact that I made it this far, there has to be a reason. And because I'm someone who just has a lot of resilience and very thick skin and
Yes, for
nothing
sure.
gets to me,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? People can make fun of me all they want.
Yeah.
I came for a purpose and I'm going to make sure it happens.
I love it.
And then every morning I would wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to try and meet one person today that would help me get step closer to what I came to do. Or I'm going to do one thing today that will help me get closer. And I would just randomly talk to strangers.
Yep.
And that taught me a lesson that everybody in this world will help you if you ask.
If you don't ask, you don't know.
Absolutely.
And what is the Aussie rule? If you do not ask, you'll never know.
Absolutely. And
Love
that really hits home, because
Yeah, exactly.
I kept asking people, this is my situation. What do you think I should do? This is my situation. What do you think? Who
So
do
you
you
were
think
ready
I
to
speak
take
to?
advice and support.
People will
It's
feel
really
sorry
cute.
for me, which is fine, and
Yeah.
that's just us humans showing compassion. And then they'll be like, well, maybe try speaking to this person from XYZ company, or maybe offer something for free, or like maybe, do some teaching or lecturing for minimal amount of money, and then see how things go.
build on that.
Absolutely. So every day I would have one person to guide me, and then I'll take their advice. Some advice
And then
worked.
you build on that and build on that.
And before I knew it, my whole
Amazing.
perspective changed. It's the fact, you know what? If you ask for help, you receive it. There's no shame in being,
love that. I
in
love
rock bottom
that.
and being broke and financially unstable and
Yep.
emotionally unstable. And there is nothing wrong with saying, I'm struggling. And I actually got to a point where I said to a lot of people, and this is, I'm talking my neighbors because we were in lockdown.
Of course.
I'm like, I am struggling. I am desperate for help. And
It
when
takes courage, though.
and I didn't know I had that courage till I actually
Needed to use it.
needed to use it and voiced it.
Voice it. Yeah, actually voice
And that
it.
was the first step to my success. That is the first step that made me who I am today, 5 years down the line.
So, what is your message on that to our viewers?
Oh,
On
there's
courage
so
and
many, but
resilience.
the biggest message is don't be afraid to share your struggles, and do not be afraid to ask for help, because we're humans and we do break. We're not
Absolutely.
unbreakable. There are moments that really bring us down, but they are the moments that build us up if we build the courage, the strength and resilience, and the belief in who we are and what we're capable of doing.
I love it. That is a leader speaking at its finest.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. I just wanted you to share that specifically because I know that a lot of young women, we've been there.
We
You
have.
know, we grew up together.
We have, absolutely.
We've seen those challenges,
Yes.
and
Yep.
we're here speaking on this matter to get to someone that might need to hear it.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
it is not easy, especially when you have to leave from abroad, come to Australia, then go back abroad,
Yes.
and re-leave it the other way around with a
Absolutely.
pandemic in between is a
100%.
different ball game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, look, you are an influencer and a leader at her finest. And I just want to congratulate you, and the KTV
Thank
studio
you.
would like to congratulate you on your recent TEDx conversation that you had
Thank
on
you.
diversity and inclusivity, which we're going to get at. But before that, being an influencer and a leader, what has been the most rewarding part of building your brand platform as an influencer, a public speaker? You've always been a public speaker. That's the fact. Because
Well, remember I did that graduation speech? at
exactly,
school?
none of us are going to forget that. You were born for the stage, and your voice is born for the voiceless.
Thank you. Thank
Right?
you.
So yeah, just walk me through what was the most rewarding part of building your brand. What is your brand? What are you doing in Oman? Anything that you want to share with us?
So I would say I'm not an influencer when it comes to fashion.
Excuse me. I think the viewers
No,
can
I've
agree that you are
always-
looking divine.
Oh, thank you. Of
course.
I've always been a believer that we are put on this planet for a reason.
Correct.
And I've noticed that every time I interact with people, I leave an impact. I say something that resonates with them, or I can get through that thick wall that everybody has around them. And I've always said, you know what? Why not use that and actually empower
Build on
young
it.
women? Because as a young woman, I struggled myself with self-confidence. I struggled with being an Arab in a very Western society.
Correct.
I struggled and was ashamed of who I am for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of women out there
Can
have
relate,
been through it,
can relate,
still
yeah.
probably struggle with it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a platform where I can change mindsets, where I can be that person that speaks to young women, to women of all ages, in fact, to say, look, you're not just what you think you are, what the world thinks you are. You're
love this.
more than that. What you need to do is tap within.
Vulnerability, right?
Absolutely.
Be open.
And resonate. People resonate with people that are vulnerable. If I'm sitting here saying I am the best and I've always done great, then you would not really relate to me. But if I open up and be true to myself and the people around me, people can actually relate to that. And that's how relationships are built, and that is how collaboration happens. So I came from that mindset where let's eliminate competition and let's
Love it.
collaborate. So I always say
Let's collaborate.
competition only destroys you.
For sure.
Collaboration builds you. So I've always had the idea where I want to build a community of strong women, and every woman is capable.
So you just need the right mentor around her, right?
Absolutely. The right mentor, the right influence.
The right tribe,
and
right
the
people around her.
exactly.
Correct.
You are basically a sum of the 5 people you're around.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. So I've always had that in mind, and I'm like, I realize that everyone that I'm interacting with, I leave that positive impact. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do more of that, because that also fuels my soul.
Yeah.
It
Because
makes
you
me
know
excited.
what it feels like not to have that complete, right?
I know what it feels like not
Yeah.
to fit in. I know what it feels like to be an outsider. I know what it feels like to be disrespected. I've been through it, and now it's like I've made myself the best version of me. I want to now mentor the women to be the best version of themselves.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I know that you're doing a lot of great work in Oman, especially when it comes to women
And now
empowerment.
it's time to do it here.
Yes. Oh, listen, we're going to just do it everywhere like we dreamt, right?
Absolutely.
Walk me through a little bit about the women empowerment that you're doing over in Oman and how that started and the group of people that you're doing it with and the significant impact that has been
I'm very
having.
lucky that in Oman I'm surrounded by wonderful women. And, you know, I give them credit for all
And
their...
shout out to them whenever
Absolutely.
you can.
Because they really built me up. They really backed me up. They really supported me. And, you know, in my worst days and my best days, they were always there. So I'm beyond grateful for them. And I remember one day I was sitting with very close 2 friends of mine, one who's an Omani and one who's an expat like me. And we said, do you know, what can we do to impact women and create a change and bring the idea of collaboration rather than competition. And all honestly, Omani women are doing wonderful things in the world.
Amazing.
They're entrepreneurs, they're CEOs, they're really driven. And shout out to all of them because they're absolutely wonderful.
Beautiful.
So like, what platform can we create to bring these women together? Because it's not every day you're going to meet them across the road with them, etc. And then we came up with the idea of CEO Society. Which is now something that has gone bigger than what we hoped for. But again, we're beyond grateful for that. And shout out to the wonderful women that co-founded it with me, because it's not just me, it's a team's effort.
I love it.
We're all in it together. And we realized that women were hungry for such platforms.
They needed that, right? Yeah.
They needed to be with like-minded females. They needed to be with women that understood their struggles. They neaded to be with...
and you understood that because you've lived it.
Absolutely. And so have, you know, all the other women that I interact with. And the conversations are just so nurturing and so
nourishing,
amazing, to the point where you're like, wow, the world needs this.
Incredible.
These women need to come together and, you know, be the driving force of change.
Amazing. Look,
so now I'm looking at making sure we do this on a global scale, wherever we are in the world, because every woman is capable.
Every woman is going through her own struggles, right?
Absolutely.
Look, I think that's a topic we can get into even a lot more deeper.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, you know, for the sisters that are watching this, thank you for taking care of this beautiful little sister of mine and being, you know, amazing and collaborating with the same vision that I also have here in Perth. And on that note, how do you balance everything, especially being a real estate advisor, an entrepreneur, a public speaker, while staying true to your personal mission?
Oh, look, I've had my fair share of burnouts.
Yep.
I've had, and I don't think anybody says I can balance, because our brain
it'd be a lie.
Big time. Our brain is not designed to multitask, even though we would like to believe it is, but it's actually not. So I've had my fair share of burnout. I've had my fair share of my lows. I've had my fair share of just crying and saying, this is too much. I cannot keep going like that. But because, like I said, because I grew up in an environment where there was always something missing, I needed to make sure that I stayed true to myself and stayed present.
That integrity
and stay true to my vision.
Which is very hard to do when you face the burnout, because I've been there.
Absolutely.
And it is not easy to come back from it.
And not just burnout, like distractions. You know, you're getting pulled in all directions. Everybody wants you to do this with them or do that for them, which is fine.
You can't be there for
but you can't be
in
six places at the same time.
You can't. It's a disaster waiting to happen.
Absolutely. So, but then that vision keeps me going. Whenever I'm exhausted and I'm tired, yes, I sit down and I cry and I'm like, this is too much. But then I remember, these women need me, I need them.
Yeah, brilliant.
This world needs me. I need to make sure that I make a change and I leave an imprint in this world for whatever, as long as I'm going to be here for. And that keeps me going. And like I said, I'm surrounded by wonderful women.
Yeah.
I have a great husband who pushes me all the time.
Yeah.
So it's the people in my life that really keep me going.
100%.
Yeah.
And they're a statement to who we are in life.
Absolutely.
And a lot of respect, you know, both to your husband, which I'm yet to meet, and the sisters, because if you do not have supportive partnership in this, I don't think you can make this vision happen.
No, you can't run alone.
Yeah,
you can't run alone.
It's a collective thing. So well done. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I wish I had enough words. Amazing. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Now, I understand that you've been on a massive global stage, and I believe that's TEDx.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah, which I'm extremely honored to be part of.
Absolutely proud. And for the sake of our viewers, we're going to go in and have a quick look. I've watched it twice. So proud. I think everyone should watch it, and it's incredible.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Exclusive at koollifetv.com.
What truly defines a leader? Is it a position? Is it a title? Or is it something truly deeper than that? I want you all to reflect on your own experiences. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt torn between two identities and two worlds? Has anybody ever felt that? I have definitely felt it over and over again. And it is that feeling that made me understand and realize that leadership is not a position or a title. It's about compassion, courage, connection, and most importantly, attitude. After all, it's your attitude that determines your results. My leadership journey started at the age of 21. That age was the age where I was so lost between two worlds. I was navigating my background, which I'm proud of, my Iraqi heritage, but desperately trying to fit in the Australian Western world. Again, that's where I grew up. The demand of both cultures was so heavy that I've always felt isolated and lonely and wondered, would I ever truly fit in?
Wow. Wow, absolutely incredible.
Absolutely
Incredible young lady you are. If you want to watch this, proceed to the link that will be attached at the bottom. Thank you. Hello viewers. Before we go on a short break, we welcome our sponsors and especially our partners, and we'll be right back, so watch the space.
This is going to blow your mind. With Koollife Cinematic Studio, we've got you covered. All-in-one services, cinematic photo, video, and drone shots, giving your attendees a unique perspective. Step into the future with our 360 photo booth, creating immersive 360-degree photos. Need music that keeps the energy high? Our DJ sets fit your event perfectly. Want to broadcast live? Koollife offers top-notch live streaming services. Let's make your next event unforgettable with Koollife. At Koollife Studio, we are a multimedia business that covers the most important moments in your event. Whether it's a wedding, a movie, a podcast, a music video, or any special event, we bring your vision to life with stunning cinematography. Our team of experts captures every detail, making your memories feel like a Hollywood film. Our studio space is available for hire for your TV show or studio photo shoot. We train interested cinematographers and hire casual workers. Book now and get 50% off today. Contact us today, koollifetv.com.
Get an affordable website, logo, and business card within 72 hours. You don't need to break the bank for a stunning website and logo. At Koollife Multimedia, we believe every small business deserves a shot at greatness. Our affordable SEO, SMO, domain name, and hosting packages. Get your NDIS disability websites, drop shipping, e-commerce, restaurant, and salon booking websites today. Get your business name, ABN, business contents and policy, and business social media pages, brochures, and flyers now. We can also create a job CVs, cover letters, and letterheads. Our team of creative wizards is here to bring your vision to life. We can boost your website and promote your business.
Koollife Multimedia is your one-stop shop for all things business growth, dynamic digital marketing, and expert business coaching that fine-tunes your strategies. Our team knows exactly what your business needs to thrive. We provide top-notch services that won't break the bank.
Contact us today at www.koollifemultimedia.com.
Welcome to the Billionaire Mentor Club. We're here to guide you on the path to financial freedom and success. From AI profits to Forex and cryptocurrency trading, stock investments, and even TikTok shops, we've got it all covered. Imagine monetizing your social media, becoming a top influencer, or mastering digital marketing. With our expert mentors, you'll learn the secrets to passive income and strategic investments. But that's not all. Our coaching extends to cybersecurity mentorship and skills development for both children and adults. Join a community of over 7,000 investors and 1,000 mentors worldwide, all dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step towards your future success today. Visit www.billionairementor.au and unlock your potential with Billionaire Mentor Coaching. Your journey to financial freedom starts now.
Secure your home and business with a smart AI CCTV camera by Koollife, affordable CCTV and alarm systems. Without breaking the bank, we offers top-notch features at an unbeatable price, ensuring your peace of mind 24/7. Why choose Koollife Tech? Smart AI cameras have an affordable price, fast installation, payment installment option, are easy to use, and have a month warranty. Pay $499.99 today and get 2 cameras with installation and phone configuration. Pay $999.99 today and get 3 cameras with a monitoring tablet, mini solar, installation, and phone configuration. Tomorrow price is different. Grab this promo deal now. Monitor every corner of your home and business with high-definition clarity, day or night. Our smart AI technology distinguishes between people, pets, and vehicles, reducing false alarms and informing you of real threats. Stay connected with instant notifications sent directly to your smartphone, so you're always in the know. See clearly, even in complete darkness, with our superior night vision capabilities. Set up your security system in minutes with our user-friendly installation process. Communicate with visitors or deter intruders with the built-in microphone and speaker. Visit koollifemultimedia.com and purchase a smart AI CCTV camera today. The promotion ends tomorrow.
Hello viewers, yes, we are open for advertisement, we are open for sponsorship, we are open for partnership. You want to be trained, or probably you want to join the KTV, you want to become a TV presenter, or probably you want to be a movie actress, you want to understand about filmmaking, or probably you want to learn about filmmaking, you want to know about how TV program come, or probably you just want to do an excursion. This studio is open for you. Is there anything in the community you think we should be concerned about, or you want us to create an awareness about something that is very important in our community, or emergency funding? Please contact us at KTV. We're going to help you. And probably if you have a children who actually wanted to be trained to know about multimedias, about filmmaking, register your children, register yourself, register your families, register your friends. This platform, we train people about cinematography, we train people fully about multimedia.
Hello viewers and welcome back to the show. We have here Dali with us. We're going to continue with this amazing journey of hers. Now, Dali, I've asked you some serious leadership questions, your journeys, your expertise, and the most important part of all this is the reflections on community and connection, right?
Absolutely.
Now, how have community and relationships played a role in your journey, both personally, professionally, and the impacts that it's had on your journey, on perspectives?
Look, we're nothing without the community and the people in our life. And because I come from a very diverse background, once I embraced my diversity and realized that this is actually a source of strength rather than weakness,
Blessing.
I really started to integrate in different cultures and different societies, build relationships from all over the world, relationships with the people that come from the same culture as me, people from different cultures, and really acknowledge their strengths and really kind of got to know who they are as people. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all operate the same.
Absolutely.
Regardless of where we come from, regardless of our diverse backgrounds. And I noticed that success is only done when you have the right people in your life and the right tribe and the right support. Without that, you can't run solo, you can't run alone. We were created to be part of a group. We're created to belong to a community. And that sense of belonging allowed me personally to thrive. And I think everybody craves that sense of belonging.
Of course.
You know, I come back to Perth and I'm like, I belong here. But then I go back to Oman and I'm like, I belong there. And the best of both worlds make me who I am today. So if you're not part of a community or if you're not part of a group, it is time to really look at the community and see what I can do to help, what I can do to create a sense of belonging to myself and the people there, and embrace your uniqueness.
I love it.
It's very important because once you belong and you have that sense of belonging and you feel included, you will thrive.
Correct. The journey is the difficulties to get there, and obviously that's why this is a very special segment, because we show you on how to actually get there by someone who's lived it from every end. Now, lastly, let's do this.
Oh, is it coming to an end? That's sad.
No. Okay, I think we'll have to get you back for another part. But I think you've already summed about the message for the viewers about your resilience and adaptability and pursuing your dreams despite the obstacles.
Absolutely.
What are the special extra touches you want to share in that?
Look, you will have days where you feel really bad about yourself. You will have days where you will completely disconnect from yourself because you're overwhelmed and everything seems to be just too much. And you will have people that will doubt you.
Of course.
But that should be the source of motivation, because every time somebody says no, it's an opportunity for a yes for you. And the yes needs to come from within. It needs to come from, you know, your gut. It needs to really resonate with who you are as an individual. If the whole world can doubt you, but if you believe in yourself, it will happen and you will make it happen. So believe in yourself, embrace your unique abilities and your diverse abilities and backgrounds. Doesn't matter where you come from. At the end of the day, you're human, and we are here to do something great. So remember that believing in yourself is the key to everything.
I love it. We could just sit here and listen to this forever. Great insight, and thank you. I just want to say now it's a very special moment where we're going to do a gift.
Oh, thank you.
For our special guests, and I just want to say
thank you so much.
We wish we could gift you more for the insight and just for your presence here. So let's do this. We have a token of inspirational KTV gift for you today. So it's called Be Kind to Others. Happiness is free. Let's do this. Now, if people want to be like, you know, like Dali and myself, what advice would the audience have? So that's the main thing, right? So any words of advice for Koollife TV? Before we get there, we're going to unpack your gift, shall we?
Bring it on. I'm excited.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Beautiful.
Are you ready?
I am. Drum roll.
Drum roll, big time. Now, this is something small from us.
Thank you.
It's a token of our appreciation.
I'm
Please
honored.
open it so we can have a look what you've got in there for you.
This is going right to Oman with me, isn't it?
I wish you could just put me in there and take me with you. That would be great. This is the least we can
Well, you have to come for a visit, that's for sure.
And we're going to bring KTV Studio with us.
Yes.
What do you reckon, huh?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Let's have a look. Going okay there?
Struggling with it, but it will
That's
come out.
a gift. That's how it should be. Little struggle is always good.
Fantastic.
Let's do it.
Exciting. Ready for this?
Oh, I hope you are.
Oh, I love it. The best
There we
message
go.
in the world.
Now
Be kind to others.
I love
the
it.
best. And this,
Let's see.
I love
myself.
is what I tell myself every morning.
Cheers to all the blessings.
I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. That's the least we can do here at KTV Studio. Now, guys, just going back over to what advice would you give Koollife, TV Studio, KTV? What would you like to say to us, I guess?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm extremely honored to be part of this. And Salam, thank you so much because you have been through this journey with me. And for us to be sitting here today and actually talking about it, obviously the journey is a lot bigger. We can't cover it in just half an hour or even an hour.
We need a movie series episodes.
We do. But to give me the opportunity on this platform to just be that voice, to really make an impact, and hopefully people can resonate with what we talked about today
100%.
and really realize that embracing who you are is the key to anything you want to do in your life. So KTV, I'm honored to be here and thank you so much, and I'll be back soon.
Of course, with some more insight. Once more, Daliata, we want to thank you at KTV Studio. And hello, viewers, one more time. We're coming to the end of our show. Do not forget KTV for your community awareness, promotion. If you've enjoyed this, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you want to get in touch with Daliata, links will be at the bottom for you. And here I am. Any questions, support, we're here to do this together. And I am your host, Selam Tegegn, with Daliata. Dali, would you have anything that you want to say to our lovely family over at Oman?
شكرا. نشوفكم إن شاء الله عن قريب ومع السلامة.
مع السلامة. Salam alaikum. Thank you. Brilliant.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Always. Selam Tegegn. Thank you. Take care.
Yes, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and comment on this video. You are welcome to #1 multicultural channel in Australia, and I would like you to be our next guest on this show. Contact us today and we'll give you more information about our training packages. If you want to be part of these multimedia courses, if you want to join us, if you want to learn about filmmaking, you want to become an actress, you want to become a model, you want to learn about cinematography, you want to become a colorist, you want to become a photographer, or you want to become a videographer, you want to know how to fly drones, please contact us. We have a package how to train you. DM us, we'll tell you. We teach you about online digital marketing, we teach you about content productions, and we teach you about skits, we teach you about most everything about multimedia. We are here for you. Or probably you also want to learn how to design a logo, or probably you even want to learn how to design a website, or probably you even want to design how to design a business card by yourself. We can teach you some basic things about graphics designs, about motion designs, about still design, about 3D design. We are here for you at Koollife Multimedia. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. We'll be waiting for you at the next video.